Spirit Message Monday. It is indeed Monday, and I am continuing with the theme of the earth elements, or not the earth, the elements that I've described, water, earth, and fire in the last 3 weeks. And so today is Pahi. Spirit is pointing to the north because the element that I'm about to speak of rests within the north for me, the direction of the north, and it is the element of air. And a good friend of mine is like, oh my gosh, Dee, I can't believe you're taking on the elements. Like, I can't believe you're making something so huge, you're bringing it into something so tangible. And I'm like, well, it actually doesn't seem that hard, just because like I work with the elements all the time, and they have different like ways that they want to work with me or show me what is happening for myself or my clients. And so it's like, it doesn't actually seem like that big of an undertaking, because like, well, the air is just going to tell me what it needs me to know. I don't know if that makes sense. So I'm just going to keep allowing Spirit to flow through me here and show myself and each of us that are watching what it is that we need to know about the element of air, and then potentially also something with the direction of the north. I see the words clear sight, like as you move through like any sort of healing process, and in this case it feels like a healing circle. We move into the element of fire, and it's like that's where chaos is here. It's burning stuff clear. It's like churning up the uncomfortable chaos, the things that want to be healed kind of get like friction and like there, and so it comes up and it burns and it's kind of uncomfortable. And then you move into the element of the earth, where those things that are no longer serving us, the patterns, the ways of being, the traumas, the whatever, in terms of our energies, can like release, let go, and Mother Earth can come and take that in as compost to literally feed into Mother Earth, so that she can like allow that to transform into new growth. So it seems like an important process for us to be like letting go of things so that more can grow, makes room for more love, more energy. And then moving into the element of water, and how that relates to for me anyway, this is how Spirit uses the element of water for me, is water as an image sort of representing how I'm doing on this journey that I'm on to come back to myself and my soul, and this like my soul's calling, my purpose, my like journey of like traveling through my life to come back to discover me. That didn't come out quite as I'm hoping to, but it makes more sense when I actually relate it to the element of, or to the spirit animal of the salmon, because the salmon, as I think I described in my water, maybe I didn't describe that. I don't know. Anyway, the salmon in the element of water is like a representation of us on our journey to come home to ourselves. That's what I wanted to say. It was our journey to come home to ourselves, our centered space of who we are and how we are coming home. So the salmon is born in a stream somewhere, and then grows up a little, comes out, goes in the ocean, has a really cool life, does a couple cool things, and then eventually will come back and swim upstream to the exact same spot that it was born to be able to either lay eggs or get new life to come again, and then dies. And so the salmon, the imagery of the salmon that comes up to me while I'm working on myself or with my clients, is there to show me like how I'm doing on that journey coming home to myself. Am I sort of stuck in the ocean, not sure which stream to go up? Am I yeah, there's like lots to that. But anyways, this is actually about air, not about water or the other elements. Spirit is moving me up to the direction of the north and the element of air. And I see feathers, I see hummingbirds are often there for me in the vision of what I see. And I see the word enlightened beings. Like when you come to the north, it's like it's like a finishing sort of, it's like icing on the cake, so to speak, of your healing circle that you've gone through. It's like the element of the north is this, of the air is, it's like a finishing touch, or like icing on the cake, or like ultimate wisdom, and like all the things that you went through to heal and release and transform, and then coming all the way around to the end of the circle is like tucking all of that stuff in this beautiful way to help prepare you for the next healing circle. And I see the word enlightened beings again. And so for some of you, that may be the essence of Jesus. It might be the essence of Buddha, or like any being or energy that you feel is enlightened, or is like, in a space energetically that is of ultimate wisdom, is like creator, like there's God, I guess, all of it, like anything that you believe in, that you can like tag onto or like connect with, that is like really expansive ultimate wisdom, and allowing whatever they have for you to come and like land on and within you. And so I feel like air is also wind, and so for me, birds are a huge part of my the animals that I work with in terms of healing and just spiritual awareness and all of that. And so I see like wings fluttering and like creating air, and I see wind coming through the valleys and like kind of like tucking out, taking out a little bit that was not serving me anymore, and like bringing in wisdom and packing in, and bringing in that loving awareness, that loving presence of enlightened beings, of higher knowing, and tucking that into our beings. So this is love energy, and this is love actualized, like tangibly done, something done here in this world to create loving energy that is felt among others. So what I'm just talking about here is loving energy that's creating balance. So whenever I do a circle in the counterclockwise direction, it means balance is being created. When I do it in the clockwise direction, it means healing is happening. So I'm just going to ask questions to spirit. So this video and what I'm talking about is about creating balance. Yes. I means yes. So they're like yes. Usually like as I work with people and things and land and whatever else that I'm doing with this spiritual connection that I have, for me it's always about creating healing and balance. And as you heal things, you're transforming energy, you're shifting things are like moving and burning clear and making space, and things are just like, and that's the healing aspect of it. And then as we integrate that and allow that to come to us, and like kind of like tucking in, like the icing, or tucking that into us in some way, is kind of like allowing us to integrate all of what just happened so that we can create a new form of balance. Like our energies are always trying to be within some kind of balance. Like our bodies are always trying to balance us. They're always trying to like balance our internal acidity and like the pH level and the temperature, and like that's just a super tangible, specific in terms of physiology, but in energetic sense it's the same. It's like our energy is always trying to become balanced. So if something is out over here, something goes over here to help balance that out, literally. And so as we heal and as we transform and shift and change things, there's like, woo, we kind of get thrown out of balance a little bit. And it's good, because then it makes space for, as you integrate, it makes space for a new way of being, a new form of balance. Like, ooh, it's super cool. It just like, and so there's something about the element of the air that's, I find it hilarious how they just keep like, it feels like a tucking in, and the tucking feels very tangible. So when I think about air, it seems like, oh, it's all around us, blah, blah, blah. But, and it doesn't, you don't really feel it very much, but like this tucking is just like this felt, safe, contained, sort of like integrating and being held as things settle so that you can keep walking forward, so that you can keep moving in this direction that will then get you into the next healing circle. I actually don't think I've made that noise before. Like I say I, but like maybe that's well, I just see the word wind, so it's like the voice of the wind that wants to speak. Mahaya. And I hear the wind saying like, let me speak, I, Mahait. So there's much wisdom in the wind. Something that I learned from some shamanic studies that I did 4 years ago, I guess now, was that the element of air is like the wind, and that the essence of like the wind coming from another place brings wisdom from that place all the way down to you and the animals and the earth, and that you're feeling energy and information in that wind as it comes and passes by you or through you and then on to the next. And so you're actually offering your energy and your information and wisdom as it's moving on to the next animal or human or place. It's kind of a beautiful, it's a beautiful way to look at the element of air and a passing of wisdom from one place to the next, one being to the next. So, so they're saying, listen to the wind, Dai. Listen if there's any wisdom there for you, if there's any like, something for you to pick up on or take in some way, to receive. And then I see the word, that's it. And I'm like, okay, that's today's message. That's it. That's it. That's it. That's it. Yeah. So, yeah, okay, that's it. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do next week because I've gone through these 4 elements and I'm like, oh, well, I guess we'll see what comes up next week then. So, yeah, I hope you have a great week. I'll see you next Monday.